My wife had a threesome with her best friend and husband years ago and they want to do it again. Now I don't want them around us anymore. I've known this for a long time, but when my 37M wife 35F was younger she had a few threesomes with her best friend and her husband, then boyfriend. This was years before we even met and she told me early in our relationship just so there would be no secrets. I've never had a problem with my wife being around her best friend alone since the threesome didn't involve much girl on girl but more sharing her boyfriend. And for that reason I've had trouble throughout our marriage being around both of them. I just have trouble having a normal conversation knowing that this guy has had sex with my wife. My wife doesn't think anything of it and is completely comfortable. It's just something she did for a little while then stopped because she wasn't into it anymore once the taboo thrill wore off. She can even talk about it with them as casually as she talks about a concert they went to. However, she doesn't do this when I'm around because she knows it makes me uncomfortable. Anyway, we were all together last weekend and her friend had gotten a little drunk and brought it up. My wife quickly shut her down, but the impression I got was that there had been a lengthier conversation leading up to this that I didn't know about. Later on my wife told me that her friend and husband had asked if she and I were interested in doing something. They were down for whatever we were comfortable with. But my wife admitted that they really wanted her again but with me watching. My wife knows there is no way in hell I would be down for that and neither would she. My wife stopped doing that with them for a reason and that's before she got married and had kids. My wife has told me to just forget they said anything, but holy shit, how can I do that now? I swallowed being around them when these incidents were well in the past, but now that they are openly lusting for my wife I don't know if I feel comfortable with her or me being around them. Am I wrong here? How do I navigate this? I don't want to tell my wife to break off her friendship, but something I feel needs to be done. TLDR, my wife had a threesome with her friend and husband and they want to do it again. Now I don't want them around anymore. Edit. Thanks for all the comments. I'm glad I'm not blow this out of proportion and my response is normal. For context, I do want to add that they all were together 3 times and my wife stopped it simply because she stopped being into it. She only participated because her friend was bragging about her boyfriend's skill in the bedroom and insisted that she try it. She did and she found that no amount of skill could overcome the fact that she wasn't very attracted to him. My wife also really isn't into girls. She participated with her friend but it was a first and last for her. Just not her thing. So I really am not worried about her doing anything with them because she had ample opportunity before we met and she passed. Also, a lot of people are criticizing my wife from not telling me about the conversation, but I'm actually fine with that. She said no for both of us. I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at them for trying to basically fug me.